Oh, okay. That's what the tears are. Okay. Baby, it's thickening the plot. Something else is thickening. Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to Sabrina Carpenter's brand new album. This is Man's Best Friend. This is Man's Best Friend. Let's go. Cool, okay. So we're back exactly a year later with another album project from Sabrina. And I'm like, what is going on? I was very surprised that she decided to just launch a whole brand new era. I feel like she was being interviewed at some point. I saw a video of her being interviewed and someone saying, oh, are you preparing for a new album? She was like, no, I don't know how these girls do it. This sounds exhausting. And all the while she was doing it. I mean, that's very Sabrina coded, isn't it? Yeah. And then she released Manchild, which I really enjoyed. And I fucking love the music video. The music video was perfection. Absolutely love that. I reacted to it on Patreon. But yeah, the song, like, for me, like, there are better songs on Short and Sweet. And because the vibe is actually still quite similar, you know, it kind of begs comparison. And it's like literally so close as well. So it does beg comparison. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it at the moment. Then, of course, she dropped the album cover, which I'm on the side of, like, she can do whatever she wants. And, like, if she wants to portray a sexually submissive album cover, then she should be able to do that. Like, I don't know, like, there's this, like, whole obsession with, like, people in the public eye having to present, like, the perfect, like, sanitized version of humankind. And I'm just like, let a girl do what she wants to do. We all know that everything she does is tongue-in-cheek. We all know that she's in control of what she's doing, whether it's literally just to try and get controversy, which I'm sure it was, or not. Like, let her fucking do it. Good for her. Even if she wanted to do that in real life, it's like, that's completely her prerogative between two consenting adults. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. It's liberation. Anyway. But yeah, before we get into the video, if you like reactions from somebody who likes to dig into the lyrics and get into the art behind the music, then make sure to subscribe. Because all my videos are like reaction, but also like live analysis. That's why they're so long. Yeah, and if you want to support me even further, you can head over to Patreon. As a lot of you probably know, the YouTube algorithm has always been a bastard for use of music in videos. So for reaction videos, it's always very difficult to make any money off of these. And it's gotten even worse recently, despite the fact that it falls under fair dealing laws. The algorithm is so heavy-handed and us small YouTubers do not have the ability to fight back. And so we end up having to basically give all of our advertising revenue over to these huge companies. And so if you want to support me as a small creator, the best way to do so is over on Patreon. From as little as £3 a month, you can support me. And there's lots of different things on each tier. On that £3 tier, you can watch all of my reactions and thoughts to all the new songs coming out and all the new music videos and live performances, and a bunch of more obscure song reactions that are chosen by the people in the upper tiers. And then on the £7 tier, you can watch all my album reactions completely uncut. So you can watch this video with no cuts in any of it. And you can see my unbroken commentary as I listen to every single song. There's also a bonus album reaction voted by everybody in the community as well. And then up in the upper tiers, you can actually choose what I listen to. So you get to request specific stuff. And all of those videos go on Patreon. And so there's loads of bonus content going out every month. Even if you can't afford to support me right now, head over to Patreon for the free tier, because on the free tier, you can actually keep up to date with what I'm up to. And that's not only in reactions, but with the podcast and with my music and with my life as well. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are all so algorithmically based that you're kind of forced to create really hooky, catchy content for those. And so, you know, the more mundane, this is what I got up to at the weekend, you won't even see on Instagram anymore. And so I'm posting that kind of stuff over on Patreon on the free tier. So if you want to just keep up to date, then head over to the free tier. Yeah, and get involved there. And there's a lovely community. Like, people are lovely over there. So yeah, get involved. I just breathed in my hair. Okay, it's too long. My hair's too long. So let's actually get on to this reaction. No more faffing, no more chatting. Let's do it. Yeah, so the first song is Manchild, but let's listen to it, have a vibe, have a dance. Woohoo. Oh boy. I literally love it.
You said your phone was broken, just forgot to charge it. I hope it's ironic that you just say you're finished it. Stupid. Or is it?
Or is it slow?
Cue to work for it. I know.
Manchild, why you always come running to me? This is a great chorus, you know, proper sing-along energy. It's just so silly. I wonder if the rest of the album is going to have this more like country edge to it. I literally love that she's talking about like this guy being fucking dumb, and so she talks in like shit broken English. It's so clever.
And I swear they choose me.
I'm not choosing them. Amen. Hey man. Her music has definitely gotten sillier. Like, it's sillier and sillier and sillier. It's so funny. And won't you let an insane woman be? Oh no, it's not that bit. Proper barn dance at the end as well. Yeah, it's a good time, that song. I think Taste is still my favourite, though. I can't get enough of that song. Even like a year later, I still listen to Taste. But yeah, really nice vibe. Great, singable, catchy. Exactly what you want from a banger in that way. With the tongue-in-cheek, brilliant sense of humour. I mean, I think we get the lyrics of this one. Do we need to go through them in with a fine-tooth comb? Probably not. If you want to have watch my first reaction to not only the song and the lyrics and everything, but the music video too, it's on the £3 tier on Patreon. Oh yeah. The vibe is, right, obviously the song is about like men being dumb, but the clever thing is that like she's so self-deprecating and she's so knowing about the fact that she's the one choosing these men. She's the insane woman. She's the one who likes her men incompetent, you know? And so there's this kind of admittance that like there's something in her that keeps going for these wrong men. And obviously she plays it off in like a super light-hearted way, but there is kind of like that kind of extra layer of narrative in that song that I really appreciate. You know, it's not just the men are dumb song. Yeah, okay, well, who's the fucking one choosing these dumb men? Oh, wait, it's me. You know, which is something that we can all relate to, especially like being in your 20s and choosing idiot people to date. Like, if you recently heard the new Conan Gray album, you'll understand the more serious side of that conversation, which I reacted to his album Wishbone and cried my eyes out because of all those dumb idiot men that I dated in my 20s. But this song is a way to kind of just like have a really nice kind of satisfying, cathartic kind of like fuck you to all those people, you know, and a fuck you to the person that I was who was choosing those people. Yeah, great vibes. And the music video is fucking hilarious. Absolutely love it. Like, it's batshit insane. Let me know what your top 5 songs are in the comments. I love going through the comments and seeing what everybody's top 5s are. So let me know and we can contrast and compare. Make sure to wait around to the end of the reaction to see what my favourite song is. Cool. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is Tears, and it says video, so I'm assuming there's a music video to this. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I'll do the music video later and put it on Patreon for you if you want to see that. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, let's do it. Ooh, dreamy. Disco? Chicka-ta. Britney reference, hey? Yeah. Disco. Nice. That's Me Against the Music, isn't it? Ooh, nice. I love her fun harmonic modulations. Tears run down my thighs. Is that what she said?
Everything we fought. Me oh so high. Considering I have feelings, I'm like, oh my god.
I love the way that like the rhythm keeps chopping and changing, moving between two different harmonic places is really nice. Proper classic kind of disco harmony, you know. Oh, I get wet. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's what the tears are. Okay.
Dance break.
Oh, this is a proper old school rev. Hey. I love the kind of like taking something super retro and then having such a lewd lyric over the top brings it completely into the modern day. It's so good. Obsessed. Obsessed. I get wet at the thought of you. Tears run down my thighs is fucking brilliant because, you know, a song called Tears, everyone's gonna expect it to be I'm crying over somebody. But no, she's just really wet. Yes, I literally love her. This is fucking sexual liberation, isn't it? You know, I just love that like she has such a kind of gung-ho, confident attitude towards her own sexuality. You know, we kind of found out with the album cover, but we also find it out throughout so many of her songs, you know, and this one like completely has all of that in such a fun, silly, confident way, you know. It's so good. And the way that she undercuts her expectations just is so clever. It's so clever. Love it. Obsessed. And all the disco vibes. Yeah, that like moving harmony situation keeps it kind of interesting the whole way through. We've obviously got the classic disco references. Her like singing along to the string solo and all that kind of stuff feels like there's like a specific reference that like, it reminds me of, I cannot remember what the song is called at the moment, but like all that era of stuff is so brilliant. And like, yeah, I just love it. And the Britney reference, you know, I'm gonna meet you in the middle, chickata. I'm a rhythm, I can take your own. I'm gonna take your own. I fucking love that song. It's like my favourite Britney song. I love Me Against the Music. So good. Anyway, I get wet at the thought of you. I get wet at being a responsible guy, treating me like you're supposed to do. Tears run down my thighs. I literally love that. So it's like opposite to the Manchild. Like I get wet at the idea of like a good guy, like a guy who's actually going to treat me right. You know, I love this idea of being like sexually turned on by that, which it really breaks all these kind of like connotations that we have about like a bad boy's being sexy. You know, she's like, this is the opposite of that, you know. A little communication, that's my ideal foreplay. Assemble a chair from IKEA. I'm like, oh. I literally love that. That's so good. I get wet at the thought of you. This is great. I literally love this. Yeah, so it's like a very, very straightforward lyric where it's like just a responsible guy doing all the things that men don't seem to be able to do. Gets me fucking wet. Maybe she's like, maybe if I tell you these things get me hot, maybe you'll actually do it. It's so funny, all the things that she's saying, like, oh, yeah, actually using your phone is like stuff that like my mum and dad argue about all the time. You know, it's just like, oh my God. Literally, I'm obsessed with the lyric in that one. That was just so good and such a fun disco vibe. Like, tears run down my thighs. Okay, right, next one. This is My Man on Willpower. Cool, okay. Fun. 80s. Interesting.
He's loving, he always initiates calling.
Just say like, God, I love a nice little chromatic moment. Nice. Okay. Nice, interesting. This is a very interesting song, like harmonically. It seems to be moving to lots of really interesting places. It's cool.
A little so now you're so silly, baby. Self-restraining. Now it's getting out of least after girl in the land.
Oh, I love all those harmonies.
Something I don't understand.
Cool.
My man won't touch me with a 20-foot pole. My man's forgotten his devotion. God only knows.
Ooh. Cool. What a crazy song. Everything was kind of a little bit everywhere, and I kind of liked the kind of chaos messiness of it. It almost felt like a kind of messy, chaotic sequel to Please, Please, Please. Obviously, like Please, Please, Please is like really tightly stitched, but has similar sounds and similar interesting harmonic motions. And that's what I really like about Sabrina, is that she's willing to like do something that's like super, super poppy, but is also willing to like throw in some like interesting chromatic chord motion, or like take the chorus to a different key, or like throw in some like borrowed chords that kind of sound a little bit minor, a little bit weird, you know. I really appreciate that she's willing to do that. And it felt like she did that a lot on this song and kind of let it all hang loose even more than she has done in the past, you know. Yeah, I appreciated that. I didn't quite pick up on all of the story of that one. I think it's like he's not obsessed with me anymore, but I didn't pick up on it quite as instantly as some of her other like hookier songs, because they kind of tell you the joke a little bit more obviously. He's clingy, he's loving, he always initiates, calling and touching, it feels like just yesterday. He wanted all 4 of my personalities. Now I don't recognize this. Stranger danger, there in my bed at night, wide-eyed dreaming, pondering, scheming, what life without me would be like. Can I return it? Get back the version I like? This one's bullshit, baby. So this is like emotionally unavailable Sabrina, 4 personalities, crazy Sabrina being like, wait a second, I said that I wanted a responsible guy and now I've got one, but I don't like him anymore, so bye. It's really got that kind of ring to it, isn't it? You know, somebody who's kind of craving the drama when actually it settles down. My man on his willpower is something I don't understand. He fell in love with self-restraint and now it's getting out of hand. He used to be literally obsessed with me and suddenly the least sought after girl in the land. Oh, my man on his willpower is something I don't understand. He's busy, he's working, he doesn't have time for me. My slutty pajamas not tempting him in the least. He's big on his journey to find a little zest of life, a new sense of purpose, but why? I'm right here, I'm waving. The joke can be over now. You're so silly, baby. No, oh, my man's in touch with his emotions. My man won't touch me with a 20-foot pole. My man's forgotten his devotion. Where's he gone? God only knows. So yeah, it really is like through like this kind of tongue-in-cheek thing, she's really unpicking her own attraction towards like chaotic bad guys, you know. Like she's saying that she wants like a good guy, but then the next second she's like, as soon as they are in touch with their emotions and working on themselves and being like really ambitious and all the things that like a typical good guy would be, she's suddenly like, oh no, fuck that. And actually, I really, 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 really love that she's so self-deprecating on this, because I feel like, particularly like Manchild, wouldn't have worked if she weren't like kind of saying, okay, me as a woman, I'm just as fucked up, but in a slightly different way, you know? Yeah, so it's funny, but also very kind of relatable as well. Right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is Sugar Talking. Nice vibe. Nice. Yeah.
Mean shit to me. Get your sorry ass to mine.
Nice. Fuck communication.
Big word for real small mind.
I like her voice here. She's definitely leaning into the twang a little bit, isn't she?
You tell me that you want me, but baby, if you need me, your sugar talking isn't working tonight. So you're a big change man.
Nice. I really love the smoothness of this. It's a nice like change in pace to the rest of it.
But the last one to flag, your heart only breaks so many times.
Nice.
And stop making me cry.
Yeah. Oh.
You want me, but baby, if you need me.
Yeah. Great. I love her little like lyrical turnarounds and flips, you know.
Put your love where your mouth is.
I love the kind of the smoothness, the slightly kind of like melancholy vibe in this. It's just, yeah, nice. A really nice, easy listening vibe, you know.
It's verbatim what you said last week. It's your seventh last chance, honey. Get your sorry ass to mine.
Nice. I really like that. The change up in pace, you know, we always want a little bit of light and shade in our albums, even the pop albums. And like, just the way that they properly leaned into that other kind of retro 70s vibe, rather than the disco that we had earlier on, we're now leaning into the smooth soul kind of Lionel Richie, Luther Vandross kind of era of like, usually, you know, male-led kind of smooth, sexy music. And I like that she's kind of turning it on its head and using it herself, you know, taking the kind of feminist power in that song, you know, and it kind of plays into like the album cover and the name of the album and all that kind of stuff. It's this kind of playing with it being ironic, the wink and the nod, reference to the patriarchy and the power dynamic between men and women. And in lots of ways, she's taking back the power. I feel like the act of her choosing to do that, like on her hands and knees image for the album is an act of kind of power of hers, because she's like, I'm choosing to put this album cover out, you know. This is not me under duress. This is not me being controlled by a male putting this out. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my own empowerment. And you can hear that throughout the sounds of each song. And especially in this one, where she's taken something that traditionally was dominated by men in soul and doing her own version of it. You know, yeah, I get the mission on this album. Put your love in where your mouth is. Your sugar talking isn't working tonight. Put your love in where your mouth is. Yeah, get your paragraphs mean shit to me. Get your sorry ass to mine. So it's like the romantic poetry. She's like, no, fuck that. No emotions. Just come and fuck me, please. Saying that you miss me. Boy, do you win a prize? You're having these epiphanies. Big world for a real small mind. It's her like almost like bristling at like the romance, you know? And that's the real story of this album, is that Sabrina's pushing back for whatever reason against emotions being shared, which is a really interesting kind of through line. Yeah, because the way that she talks about him, like, oh, you're having these, you've got such a small mind. It's like she's like biting back because she feels like affronted by him saying, I miss you, you know? The thing is that with all this writing is that she is so self-aware. This is like a self-evisceration, and she's choosing to put that into the music, you know? You tell me that you want me, but baby, if you need me, great. Put your love in where your mouth is. You filled my whole apartment with flowers that die. There's all these smooth romantic gestures, and she's like bristling up against it for whatever reason. Maybe she's like, I want you to, instead of making all these romantic gestures, just be a good boyfriend. Or maybe it has something more to do with her kind of not being able to take the romantic gestures, or getting a bit too real, a bit too serious, you know. It's verbatim what you said last week. It's your seventh chance, honey. Get your sorry ass to mine. It could also be read in a way that it's like, stop trying to sugarcoat everything you're saying. Stop trying to say sorry. I just need you to actually just be here. You know, that's all I actually need. Yeah, so there's kind of two ways you can kind of read that, but I feel like the kind of through line is, and especially with Manchild as well, and My Man and Willpower, is this like thing that she's bristling up against displays of affection. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night.
Bullshit repeats itself. Is that how the saying goes? Selective memory, though.
Yeah.
It's predictable.
Yeah.
All the I love yous and I'm sorry is what I've said.
I love the kind of like movie-like vibe of this. It's almost like Grease or something, isn't it?
We almost broke up again last night.
Nice. Oh, with that seventh chord. Gorgeous.
Days I'm a little much. That's when I tell him how sweet he treats me and how no other other boys compete.
Yeah.
Know how it sounds. At least we'll give something to talk about. All the I love yous and I'm sorry's were said. Our sex and then we made amends. That's right.
Yeah.
We almost broke up again.
I love the melodies and stuff. Really beautiful. This makes me think of like, Sandy, can't you see? That one from Grease.
Big deal, we've been here before, and we'll be here tomorrow.
Nice. Oh, what a great key change. Love it. Obsessed. So smooth.
All the I love yous and I'm sorry's were said. Broke up
Nice. Oh, gorgeous.
Gave me his whole heart, and I gave him head. We almost broke up again.
Beautiful. Love it. What a smooth, lovely song. There's actually been like so much more kind of like musical theatre, retro country ballads in a way, which is really interesting. And I love like, it kind of feels like quite world building for an album. You know, it feels like we're in, you know, one of those little dive bars off of the motorway that has like like a glittery curtain, like a cheap glittery curtain. It's got the kind of tackiness and the cheesiness, you know. But it just feels like she's really thought about all this stuff. It feels super world building and I really like it. Yeah, and that song was really beautifully put together. Like really nice tension and release, really nice like chords. Like obviously like we're leaning on like kind of very classic tropes, but we're doing so in a way that feels very knowing and very wink and nod and in a way that works, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it. And like obviously with the lyric being like a typical Sabrina kind of tongue-in-cheek clever lyric, it kind of sets itself apart from like just being like cliche, you know. If it was like super earnest and sounded like this, it would sound completely cliche. But the knowingness and the cleverness and the jokes and the sexiness and all that kind of stuff stops it from going there at all, which is just a really, really nice place to kind of position an album, you know. Bullshit repeats itself. Is that how the saying goes? Been here 1,000 times. Selective memory though. We all know that. I hear it in his eyes. He sees it in my tone. It is what it is and it's predictable. All the I love yous and I'm sorry's were said. We had our sex and then we made amends. That's right. Called a false alarm to all our friends. Then we almost broke up again last night. Yeah, so there's this like repeated behavior. We're both obviously in this shit relationship and yet we keep convincing each other that we should stay back together. And yet every single night we almost break up, you know. When I reach to pull the plug, I swear it starts working out. And on the days I'm a little much, that's when I tell him how sweet he treats me. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, they're having these like fights and they're very much aware of the fact that like they're in a very dysfunctional relationship, but neither of them wants to actually let go of it, you know, because maybe they're too afraid of being alone. And so they kind of like do all these little things to kind of in the moment diffuse the tension. But like ultimately, like if you were to take a step back or from an outside perspective, you can see that it's super dysfunctional, you know. And I love how she's completely aware. You say we're drifting apart. I say, yeah, I fucking know. Big deal. We've been here before and we'll be here tomorrow. Gave me his whole heart and I gave him head. And then we almost broke up. Yeah. So there's something really sweet about this guy. And I think that she's maybe like not ready to accept that. That really does keep coming up, doesn't it? She keeps on kind of like, as soon as they're like emotionally vulnerable with her, she reverts back to talking about sex or reverts to like making a joke, you know? And that I think is a very interesting through line. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this album. I think it's really clever. I very much was kind of thinking, you know, too much too soon. I don't need another Sabrina album. I'm still listening to the last one, but like, I'm kind of appreciating that this is kind of a world in its own. So yeah. Right. Let's go on to the next one. This is Nobody's Son. Ooh, I like that. We go to the Caribbean.
So I can grow emotionally. That's what he said to me.
Yeah. I wonder if this is about Barry Keoghan.
Here we go again.
proper 80s. Yeah. Yeah. This song sounds like, I don't know, the opening to some like cheesy 80s television show. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of got all of those things.
Just thought that he gave in, reach out.
Yeah.
He discovered self-control. Here we go again, crying all my friends in love, and I'm the one they call for a third wheel, and there's nobody's son, not anyone left for me to love.
I love the composition of these songs. They utilize this like tension and release so well. They're really nicely put together.
You sure fucked me up. And yes, I'm talking, you sure fucked me up. And yes, I'm talking, all my friends in love, and I'm the one they
I love how kind of like sarcastic the song is, because it's like la 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 la, happy song, but I'm fucking pissed off.
to believe it.
Cool. Oh. Nice transition. Love a good transition. Yeah, again, like another really sophisticated song. Like she's really just like really hit her stride with this particular like collaborative partnership. And I can understand now why she's decided to move on to a whole new album, because like clearly she's got so many ideas bursting out of her. Not only like her general dealings with men, but like specifically this like one relationship that she seems to be outlining, which could be the one with Barry Keoghan, but we don't really know. But either way, I think it's really well put together. Good ideas, clearly a lot of inspiration. Because that's kind of the thing when people like whip out another album really quickly, is that you kind of half expect them to not have the inspiration to make an album so quickly. And yet sometimes it just works, actually. And that was kind of what happened with Ariana Grande. Like she spent all this time putting out Sweetener, and then she had some like pretty devastating shit happen in her life. And like she turned around the next album so quickly. And I remember thinking like, well, this is way too quick. Then it came out and it's brilliant and heartbreaking and beautiful. And like she had like one of the biggest hits of her career off of it as well. So, you know, sometimes strike while the iron is hot and capture the lightning in a bottle. And I do feel like a lot of this album is doing that, you know? Right, let's look in the lyrics of this one. Don't really understand why it was called Nobody's Son. Hi, I hope you're great. I think it's time we took a break so I can grow emotionally. That's what he said to me. Here we go again, crying in bed, what a familiar feeling. All my friends in love and I'm the only one they call for a third wheeling. Oh, that's what that said. Probably should have guessed he's like the rest, so fine and deceiving. There's nobody's son, not left anyone for me to believe in. I guess like the son being like an able bachelor that someone can send my way. Me? No, yeah, I'm good. Just thought that he eventually would cave in, reach out, but no siree. He discovered self-control. He discovered it this week. He sure fucked me up. And yes, I'm talking about your baby. That boy is corrupt, get PTSD on the daily. And this like interesting, like angling it towards the father is quite an interesting kind of, oh yeah, mother or father. Yeah. It's quite an interesting way to kind of angle that middle eight. Yeah, like the concept of like the son doesn't quite come together for me in this song, but I do really like how she's like exploring the kind of next stage of this like relationship breaking down. So far through the album, we've had like moments of the relationship kind of starting to fall apart, but they're still trying to put it back together. They're still trying to make it work. And then at this point, it's like, oh, okay, so it's finally actually broken down and we're getting to see that she is upset about it, actually. I love that like she's capturing in the messiness of this, because like our emotions are very rarely kind of straightforward about these things. And so, I mean, they're never straightforward about these things. And I love that she's not like looking back in hindsight and kind of tying it all up in a bow. Each song kind of comes from a different emotional state. You know, she was like very much horny in this song, and she's very much pissed off in this one, and she's very much happy and fine with things in another one. That's kind of the reality of the situation, is especially in like the Instagram age. We all want to be able to sum up in like as short a line as possible exactly how one thing felt for us. But the reality of the situation is that we are different people in different moments in time because of different mental states that we're in that day, you know? And Sabrina captures that on every single song. I really like that. Right, let's go on to the next one. This is Never Getting Laid. Again with the smoothness, this 70s kind of disco, soul, sexy thing seems to be underlining a lot of this album.
We were so happy, why not mix it up? I just wish you didn't have a mind. And just the other night you said you need me, what gives? Boy, I know where you live. Baby, I'm not angry, and all your days are sunny.
Nice.
Wish you a lifetime full of happiness and a forever of never getting late.
Great. Oh my God, so funny.
Call up the boys and crack a Miller Lite. Watch the fight. Us girls are fun but stressful, am I right? And you got a right hand anyway. We call it quits.
Great.
How you could be using your lips on a girl with big tits. Oh, I know where you live.
It's like I'm going to come to your house and make it so you can't ever have sex again. It's a bit of a threat.
And all your days are sunny from your window pane. And a forever of never getting late.
It's so good. I love how she says it with such a straight face. It's like, great. The harmony in this album is so good. I love it.
At the end of the
Ooh, hello.
a good whole lot of nothing, 'cause you're still inside. Abstinence is just a state of mind.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That like last bit, just feeling like proper, like almost like kind of Wizard of Oz, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow vibes, proper like old school Hollywood, like glam. But it's also very like cheesy and also innocent, also beautiful. And yet the lyrics are just like, abstinence is just a state of mind. Abstinence, sorry. So good. That's so funny. I loved that one. Like really just that proper kind of like fuck you energy. Yeah. Very much, but in such a specific way, like, you know, I'm going to basically curse you so that you will never get laid again, you know? Yeah, really good. Obviously, like, we've had so many post-breakup songs that are all about, like, I hope that you die because, like, you fucked me over kind of ex-breakup songs. But this one, like, I don't think I've ever heard any song that kind of puts it in this specific kind of way and does it with such a straight face and such a kind of, like, crazy kind of like I look beautiful on the outside but I'm fucking mental inside kind of energy. It really captures that very well. Great. We were so happy, why not mix it up? I'm so at peace. Yeah, I can't drink enough. Yeah, you're not quite at peace, are you, if you're that drunk? No way to know just who you're thinking of. I just wish you didn't have a mind. That I could flip a switch, that I could wander and drift to a neighbouring bitch. Babe, I'm not angry. Love you just the same. And I hope you get agoraphobia someday. That is what she was saying. And all your days are sunny from your window pane. Wish you a lifetime full of happiness and a forever of never getting laid. That's so good. Us girls are fun but stressful. Am I right? And you've got your right hand anyway. Only yesterday was when we called it quits. I'm so confident till the thought of it hit. That any given night you could be using your lips on a girl with big tits. Boy, I know where you live. So she is admitting that through all the anger and the pissed off energy, she is sad about this too. At the end of the rainbow, I hope you find a good whole lot of nothing because you're still inside and abstinence is just a state of mind. Oh God, it's just so funny. That is very much the continuation from Short and Sweet. Like, I feel like the sounds of the album are actually very different, but like the writing style is still kind of in the same kind of place. Cool. Yeah, really great, really fun. Let's go on to the next one. This is When Did You Get Hot?
So long,
Cool.
untouched,
Oh, interesting vibe. This is very different. This almost sounds like a 90s Madonna song.
Sabrina, don't you know Devin? And I was like, huh.
Wait a second. Nice.
Double take, triple take, take me to naked twist up back at your place. When did you get high?
Oh, great. This is so well written. Oh my God, what a good song. This one's got to be a single.
Bet your light rod's like bigger than Zeus's. Can you live? You were an ugly kid, but you're a sexy man.
The glow up.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh, sick.
Get high, I think I would remember if you had that face. Double take, triple take, take me to naked twist.
It's so good. Every single lyric is so catchy.
When did you get high?
This song is just like hook after hook after hook after hook. It is so good.
When did you get, when did you get so high?
This one's going to be a hit, you know. Great. Yeah, what a song. Like that one just felt like proper every single hook, one after another. Like really just what a hit. It's a hit, you know? And it's like taking a phrase that's kind of said within culture that people would understand immediately, turning it into a pop song that kind of has references, but this specific thing hasn't quite been said in this specific way. You know, it's just the perfect pop formula, you know, and she just smashes it. I will be a little bit critical of the cohesion of the album because like up until this point, I felt that the album was super cohesive. We had this like proper sexy throwback 70s thing. Well, kind of 70s, 80s, you know, that kind of vibe. And this one full on goes 90s, like full on, you know, it sounds like something off of like erotica or something off of bedtime stories, like that kind of era of Madonna, that kind of like slightly kind of rhythm. There's not quite the wiki woos, but there's almost that, you know. Yeah, but like as a song itself, love it, obsessed. So long, untouched, bone dry, not a plant can grow. About time I get back on the horse to the rodeo. So she's moving on from the previous relationship. My friends walk in your friend's direction, said, Sabrina, don't you know Devon? And I'm like, huh. So this is someone obviously she knew when she was younger. And like, they have had a proper glow up and she missed it. And she's like, oh, fuck, you got really hot. I could look you up and down all day. When did you get hot? I think I would remember if you had that face. I did a double take, triple take. Baby, it's thickening the plot. Something else is thickening. Fuck me. When did you get hot? Congratulations on your new improvements. I bet your light rod's like bigger than Zeus's. Hey, wait, can you lift my car with your hand? You were an ugly kid, but you're a sexy man. Big riff coming. I need a minute. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, hook after hook after hook. Fun moment after fun moment. Really made for the current moment in pop. Love it. Right, let's go on to the next one. This is Go Go Juice.
Love when happy hour comes at 10 a.m. o'clock on a Tuesday.
Nice.
A broken heart doesn't care that I just woke up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No party invitations, not going to the club. I'm just drinking. Ain't nobody safe when I'm a little bit drunk.
Nice, yeah. So she's a little bit heartbroken still. And as soon as she gets a drink, it's like, woof. Oh, I love this. I love the like duality of this song.
Different numbers. Didn't think that you'd pick up.
Different numbers.
Girl who knows her liquor is a girl who's been dumped.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, oh, I love that. And I love the way that this song, the verses and the choruses kind of represent these two different sides of that feeling, you know? Oh, sick. Druggily singing along in the pub, like, let's go. Nice.
Someone when I'm a little bit drunk. Could be John Larry down the rhymes with villain if I'm feeling that way.
Who rhymes with villain? I don't know who that is. You'll have to let me know. Dylan? Don't know who Dylan is.
Go put your side, can't be blamed. Good old-fashioned fun sure knows the pain.
Gorgeous. Love it. Proper like barn stomping, like leaning into the country aspect sound of this album. Because that's the interesting thing, is that like it's kind of leaning into that era of like the disco and soul, but country was kind of part of that too, you know, and it's easy to forget they kind of operate alongside one another, and it all kind of feels very cohesive that she's using all of those sounds still. Yeah, oh my God, I love that song. She's just captured that feeling of being heartbroken and like going out and getting a little bit too drunk and having a great time, but like waking up in the morning and feeling like shit because you're hungover and heartbroken, and so you go again. Yeah, it really just captures such a relatable feeling, and I love how the song captures that in the sound of it, from the kind of acoustic sad verses into the like, okay, let's forget that, let's get drunk kind of choruses that are much more upbeat and major, then back into that verse again, and then after the second chorus we then get a fiddle solo. We're really going at the party now, and then it slows down and we get that kind of end of the night drunk, all the heartbroken people all singing together about how heartbroken they are and how drunk they are, you know, captures that so fucking gorgeously in the middle eight, and then just comes for one more round of the chorus at the end. Yeah, just the way that the song is kind of put together just mimics that whole feeling and that whole energy of like, yeah, being heartbroken and trying to drink through your feelings, you know. I love it. That's another one that's like a complete bona fide hit. Love when happy hour comes at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Guess a broken heart doesn't care that I just woke up. Got a soft spot for a bev and a boy that's fruity. Cute. I'm just drinking to call someone. Ain't nobody safe when I'm a little bit drunk. Could be John or Larry. Gosh, who's to say? Or the one that rhymes with villain if I'm feeling that way. That's got to be like a specific reference to an ex, right? Which you'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm just drinking to call someone. A girl who knows her liquor is a girl who's been dumped. Sipping on my go-go juice. I can't be blamed. Some good old-fashioned fun sure numbs the pain. Oh, that's so good, isn't it? I miss you and I think about you every minute. If you're still disinterested in me, well, fuck. Just trying different numbers. Didn't think that you'd pick up. It's kind of like simultaneously there's like everyone getting together and drinking out their feelings together, but at the same time, it's actually more to do with her like drunk dialing people, you know? Some good old-fashioned fun sure numbs the pain. It's just so relatable, isn't it? Just really nicely put together again. Yeah. Right, next one. This is Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry. Ooh. God, this is making me feel all folklore-y.
You think that I'm gonna fuck with your head? Timing couldn't be worse. I see how you don't read signs. I still think you love me, so don't worry.
Oh, gorgeous.
Damn sure I'll never let you know where you stay.
Yeah, she is viewing herself pretty negatively at this point, you know.
Not sleeping with you might help me decide, but you're internalizing my jokes, and your mother even agrees. Oh, you'll ever get with me.
Yeah.
I'll make you worry like no other girl can. So
Yeah. Love the smoothness of this one. Again, like a different change in pace, but still feels quite cohesive, you know. I love that melody. Beautiful. Beautifully put together.
hope you're feeling lucky. So don't worry, like a shell of a man.
I love those little textures. Very Jack Antonoff-y. I do feel like with the whole Jack Antonoff of it all, I feel like he's kind of found a new creative muse in Sabrina, you know? Lovely. Yeah, I liked that a lot. Yeah, like with Jack Antonoff, it kind of felt like after Torture Poets Department, I'm like, okay, this is the death knell. He's creatively spent, you know. That might be more of a reflection on their collaboration. And it might just be like how busy he's been. But it seems as if like with Sabrina, he seems to have like really still, I think Jack Antonoff still produced this one, right? I might be completely wrong. But it does seem like he's kind of found more creativity, you know. And maybe that's more because it's all coming, because more of it's coming from Sabrina, I don't know. But yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I like that one as a change of pace. Really beautiful textures, really beautifully put together. Not as hooky, but I think that's okay to kind of have like a mid-tempo vibe. That's the thing with Sabrina, is that she knows how to put an album together. And like with the last era, she seems to have completely sussed making a single. And so she's kind of smashed it. Now she's like got these really great hit singles, but then when you actually listen to the album, they're really well put together because she's done so many of them and she knows how to make an album project, you know. So she's really kind of got the best of both worlds at the moment. You think that I'm going to fuck with your head? Well, you're absolutely right. Your perfect timing couldn't be worse. Actually, it's impressive how you don't read signs. And I'll never call you right back. But when I do, I'm making you laugh. Then I'll bitch you out when I please. I still think you love me. Yeah, so she's really admitting, like, probably the most amount at this point, how manipulative she can actually be. So don't worry, I'll make you worry like no other girl can. So don't worry, damn sure I'll never let you know where you stand. The title line, I'll make you worry like, you know, don't worry, I'll make you worry, kind of, I'm like, it's a bit confusing. But like, I still kind of get the idea. Yeah, it's quite self-lacerating, really. But it was annoyingly good, so thanks for making it worse. But on the 40-minute drive home, you're internalizing my jokes, and your mother even agrees that emotional lottery is all you'll ever get with me. Yeah. So it feels as if like this album feels like the diary of a girl, the messy girl, you know? Because it's obviously from her perspective, you're getting all of the mess. But the through line is the fact that like she became like this because of broken hearts, because of mistrust, you know? And so she throws up these walls, she pushes back the I miss yous and the flowers and stuff, and instead treats you like shit, gaslights you, and plays with your heart, you know? And it really feels like a really great insight into that trope. And that's the kind of thing about this album that takes it to the next level for me, is obviously you've got the hits, obviously you've got bangers, but like this extra kind of depth in the kind of narrative that kind of comes through all the songs gives us more insight into how Sabrina is feeling about this. Obviously through a bit of snark and a bit of humor, but like at the center of it, you have like Sabrina who is feeling heartbroken and messed up and is lashing out at other people, you know? Yeah, it's really just very well put together. Let's go on to the next one. This is House Tour. Okay.
Take your shoes off.
Take your shoes off. Okay, we're going late 80s, 90s. Proper like throwback vibes, hey.
Thank you for dinner, baby. I had a really great time. The pineapple air freshener is my favorite kind. Do you want the house tour? I could take you to the first, second, third floor.
Nice.
I just want you to come inside.
Yeah. Oh, nice. What a nice vibe, hey. Oh my god.
The couch is really comfy. Got some chips. Ahoy if you're hungry. I'm just so proud of my design. Do you want the house tour?
And if it's like the ruse for like getting somebody to come back to her house, it's like, oh, I'll just show you the house.
Never entered the back door. House. Baby, what's mine is now
What a nice catchy vibe, fun little ditty. Oh, for two. Oh, I thought I was going to say two.
Could be your house too.
This feels like she wrote this for the Barbie soundtrack, doesn't it? I wonder whether they pitched this for the Barbie soundtrack and didn't get on.
Are you coming in or what?
You know I love shit like that. The little like little bits of like sonic storytelling. So great. What a nice vibe. It feels like she maybe, pitched it for the Barbie movie and didn't get it on, because it kind of has that Barbie's dream house kind of energy to it, you know, especially with the kind of early 90s kind of made for video kind of vibe of that song. It really would have fit in very nicely. So that's my thought anyway. Take your shoes off. Thank you for dinner, baby. I had a really great time. I really love the conversation and that your car self-drives. It's something very much that a boy would show off when they'd be like, look at my car. It does cruise control. Wow. The pineapple air freshener is my favorite kind. Well, this is me, but if you have time. Do you want a house tour? I love it. I could take you to the first, second, third floor, and I promise none of this is a metaphor. I just want you to come inside. Baby, what's mine is now yours. The couch is really comfy. Got some Chips Ahoy if you're hungry. Oh, I love Chips Ahoy. You don't need to love me. Love me, love me. Just so proud of my design. Just dim the lights. Yeah, so fun. Just really catchy. Yeah, I spent a little fortune on the waxed floors. We can be a little reckless because it's insured. It's also kind of a flex about the fact that she can afford a big house with beautiful waxed floors as well, you know. My house is on Pretty Girl Avenue. My house was especially built for you. Some say it's a place where your dreams come true. My house could be your house too. So are you coming in or what? It kind of gives me like a bit of Juno energy. Like I might just make me Juno type. You know, I might capture you in my house and have this perfect little life together. Nice. I really like that vibe. Before we go into the final song, this is a shout out to my patrons. Thank you everybody on Patreon. Everybody's names are appearing on the screen now. You guys make it possible for me to do what I do, and I can't thank you enough. Every single month, every single video, you guys are there to support me. Lovely, lovely community over there. And I love sharing everything with you and doing this whole lovely thing together. Yeah, if you want to support me over on Patreon, you can do. Links in the description and probably the top comment. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bonuses, including my reactions to all the new music videos and new songs coming out and live performances on the bottom tier, as well as uncut album reactions and exclusive album reactions on the second tier up. And then in the top tiers, you can actually request reactions from me, whether that's songs or albums or artist discoveries as well. Yeah, so make sure to go over to Patreon and check that out. The community is lovely, and if you can't afford to support me right now, even going over there and following me on the free tier is a brilliant way to support me, because I know that I can have a direct connection to you and I can let you know what's going on with everything I've got in the pipeline, which is a lot. So yeah, cool. Thanks guys. Let's go on to the final song. This is Goodbye.
Broke my heart on Saturday. Guess overnight you've cried so much I almost fainted.
Well, this is ABBA.
Wish I had a gun or words. Well, sayonara, adios. You're not bilingual, but you should know goodbye means that you're losing me for life.
Moving on. Off we go.
You say goodbye.
Nice. Dun, 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 dun.
Goodbye. Feeling so specific.
Nice.
Wanna punch you every other minute. You used to love
I love the production. It is really, really classy and quirky.
Gonna wake up from your coma, honey. But I'll say arrivederci, au revoir. Forgive my French, but fuck you, ta-ta.
Great. Forgive my French. So good. Oh, that's so nice. The way it kind of erupts into that is so nice. Oh, it kind of has that kind of like almost like European continental vibe to it, doesn't it? I suppose that's the ABBA. Nice.
On the flip side, cheerio.
Cheerio.
When did you get here? Go put on some clothes. Goodbye means that you're losing me for
Yeah. I love this song. This is great.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo. Great. Oh, I'm obsessed with that. Oh my God, I love that. And obviously like a perfect song to end the album with. Like, bye. Off you go. Get home safe. Hey, Helen. Hope you had a lovely time. Fuck off now. Bring the whole album to a close with like finally getting over this guy. You know, she's kind of gone through all the feelings of it. And now she's just like ready to just be like, cool. Okay, fine. You want it that way? I'm going to try and cut you off and just forget about this relationship. Goodbye. Moving on. So it has a real kind of nice cohesion to the flow of the album. It's really great. Broke my heart on Saturday. Guess overnight your feelings changed. And I've cried so much I almost fainted. To show you just how much it hurts, I wish I had a gun or words if something got lost in communication. Well, sayonara. Adios. You're not bilingual, but you should know. Goodbye means that you're losing me for life. Can't call it love, then call it quits. Can't shoot me down, then shoot the shit. Yeah, it's like I'm going to cut you out of my life. No shooting the shit, no chatting. You know, we're not coming back from this. Did you forget that it was you who said goodbye? I love that kind of movement, like twisting the hook, you know. So you get to be the one who cries. Can't have your cake and eat it too. By walking out, that means you choose goodbye. Just very nicely written. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Forgive my French, but fuck you. Ta-ta. See, that is just so perfect. To have this song like saying goodbye in different languages and then just be like, forgive my French, but fuck you. It's just so good. Sayonara, adios. On the flip side, cheerio. My dad still says cheerio and it's very old fashioned, but he does. Por siempre te amo. Wait, no, shit. When did you get here? Go put on some clothes. So maybe she's admitting that like they are still kind of fucking. She's like, no, I'm not going to let this happen again. Whoops. Oh, well, but no. Off you go. Goodbye. Get home safe. Yeah, just like so witty and just so hooky and so well put together. Like that really was like the headline for the previous album for me. And she's followed that through into this album. But overall, in some ways, I think I like this one even more because of this like kind of narrative, you know, she's really thought about it. It almost kind of felt like in a way Short and Sweet was like, here's a group of the most hooky singles I can get my hands on. I'm going to make the hookiest, catchiest hits I can possibly do and bunch them together in a great, concise album. And it really did that so well. But this one's kind of taking the hookiness, taking the humor. Not all of the songs are as like immediate hits for me, but I do love the ongoing narrative. It paints the picture of this like messy girl in her 20s so well. The whole thing feels very messy. All the different songs almost feel like they're from her different personalities. But I think we can all relate to being heartbroken, being in a toxic relationship in our past, and like that sending us a little haywire, you know? It's almost like that patriarchal trope of the crazy woman, but understanding who that woman is underneath, you know, understanding what that woman has gone through. And so actually, when you think about the album cover and the vision of it being like this kind of traditional patriarchal, like woman in a powerless position, it really does spell it out in this album, how she is retaking control, is that she's seeing those tropes that like she's inhabiting on the album cover, but she's saying, well, yeah, okay, but how did this woman get a little crazy? Why is this woman gaslighting and playing with the men around her? It's like, oh, because she's been fucking brokenhearted and she's really messed up on the inside. And maybe she just needs a little bit of compassion, you know? Because actually, at the end of the day, we aren't tropes. Women and men are all very complex. That is the whole thing. And I love that Sabrina has like made it her mission to really make it obvious that this messy girl trope is actually just a complex, heartbroken girl underneath. Yeah, that comes through so well in such a cohesive album. Really, really well done. And I'm surprised that she's managed to pull it off in such quick succession after the last one. And also on the other side of that, it gives us a real insight into Sabrina herself, even more than the previous album. The previous album felt like we got an understanding of her humor, but the humor was very much kind of covering stuff up. And here we obviously still have the humor, but we're also getting far more of this information, like why she might be trying to cover up her emotions with humor, you know? Yeah, so it feels really deep, feels three-dimensional. And I would say like the songs individually maybe don't like hold up quite as much to Short and Sweet. But I do kind of feel like that's because they're going for something slightly different, and I really appreciate what they're going for. My favorite song, what am I going to say? My favorite song on the album was Tears was fucking great. I think I'm going to give it to Go-Go Juice right now. Yeah, I'm going to say for now, Go-Go Juice is my favorite one on first listen. I'll tell you why. It's because the way that the song changed and shifted its sound throughout to kind of back up the storytelling and to really give you an understanding of this heartbroken person who's going between different personalities and being all like crazy and gaslighty and drinking too much to deal with her heartbreak. But it really kind of gives you that three-dimensional view into this character, like I was saying, you know. And yeah, and I just love it. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in to the video. If you want to check out my short and sweet reaction, it is here. And if you want to check out the Patreon of my reaction to the music videos for Manchild and Tears, then that is here.